I just finished dinner.
我刚吃完晚餐。
I just finished dinner. I just finished dinner. I checked the weather forecast.
我查看了天气预报。
I checked the weather forecast. I checked the weather forecast. The forecast said the weather would be nice tomorrow.
天气预报说明天天气会很好。
The forecast said the weather would be nice tomorrow. The forecast said the weather would be nice tomorrow. If the weather is good tomorrow.
如果明天天气很好。
If the weather is good tomorrow. If the weather is good tomorrow. And it happens to be a long weekend.
而且刚好是连续假日。
And it happens to be a long weekend. And it happens to be a long weekend. I want to go out somewhere.
我想出去走走。
I want to go out somewhere. I want to go out somewhere. I told my family.
我告诉了家人。
I told my family. I told my family. They said yes too.
他们也说好。
They said yes too. They said yes too. At 3:30 in the morning.
在凌晨3点半。
At 3:30 in the morning. At 3:30 in the morning. I woke up.
我起床了。
I woke up. I woke up. After I finished breakfast.
吃完早餐之后。
After I finished breakfast. After I finished breakfast. I made sure I had my wallet.
我确认自己带了钱包。
I made sure I had my wallet. I made sure I had my wallet. I grabbed my phone.
我拿了我的手机。
I grabbed my phone. I grabbed my phone. I put on my watch.
我戴上手表。
I put on my watch. I put on my watch. Tissues, drinks, and bread.
面纸、饮料和面包。
Tissues, drinks, and bread. Tissues, drinks, and bread. All went into my backpack.
全都放进我的背包里。
All went into my backpack. All went into my backpack. I packed everything I needed.
我把需要的东西都准备好了。
I packed everything I needed. I packed everything I needed. My backpack had just about everything in it.
我的背包里几乎什么都有。
My backpack had just about everything in it. My backpack had just about everything in it. I even packed a change of clothes.
我甚至还带了替换的衣服。
I even packed a change of clothes. I even packed a change of clothes. My family said I was overdoing it.
家人说我太夸张了。
My family said I was overdoing it. My family said I was overdoing it. I said it's better to plan ahead.
我说提前准备比较好。
I said it's better to plan ahead. I said it's better to plan ahead. Before we left, I grabbed a Coke to drink in the car.
出发前，我拿了一罐可乐准备在车上喝。
Before we left, I grabbed a Coke to drink in the car. Before we left, I grabbed a Coke to drink in the car. We headed out to the national park.
我们出发前往国家公园。
We headed out to the national park. We headed out to the national park. The name of the park is the Grand Canyon in Arizona.
这个公园叫做亚利桑那的大峡谷。
The name of the park is the Grand Canyon in Arizona. The name of the park is the Grand Canyon in Arizona. I had heard the scenery was breathtaking.
我听说那里的景色令人屏息。
I had heard the scenery was breathtaking. I had heard the scenery was breathtaking. We drove for a long time.
我们开了很长一段时间的车。
We drove for a long time. We drove for a long time. We finally reached our destination.
我们终于抵达目的地。
We finally reached our destination. We finally reached our destination. We parked the car.
我们把车停好。
We parked the car. We parked the car. It was still dark outside.
外面仍然很黑。
It was still dark outside. It was still dark outside. The air was a little chilly.
空气有点冷。
The air was a little chilly. The air was a little chilly. I zipped up my jacket.
我把外套拉链拉上。
I zipped up my jacket. I zipped up my jacket. One of my family members yawned.
其中一位家人打了个哈欠。
One of my family members yawned. One of my family members yawned. The sky in the distance slowly started to brighten.
远方的天空慢慢开始变亮。
The sky in the distance slowly started to brighten. The sky in the distance slowly started to brighten. The sun showed its first ray of light.
太阳露出了第一道光芒。
The sun showed its first ray of light. The sun showed its first ray of light. The canyon walls were painted gold.
峡谷岩壁被染成金色。
The canyon walls were painted gold. The canyon walls were painted gold. We stood there quietly watching.
我们静静地站在那里观看。
We stood there quietly watching. We stood there quietly watching. We watched the sunrise over the Grand Canyon.
我们观看大峡谷的日出。
We watched the sunrise over the Grand Canyon. We watched the sunrise over the Grand Canyon. It was a rare and special sight.
那是一个难得又特别的景象。
It was a rare and special sight. It was a rare and special sight. I took out my phone to take pictures.
我拿出手机拍照。
I took out my phone to take pictures. I took out my phone to take pictures. My family started recording videos too.
家人也开始录影。
My family started recording videos too. My family started recording videos too. Everyone was excited.
每个人都很兴奋。
Everyone was excited. Everyone was excited. A gentle breeze was blowing.
微风轻轻吹着。
A gentle breeze was blowing. A gentle breeze was blowing. The temperature slowly started to rise.
气温慢慢开始上升。
The temperature slowly started to rise. The temperature slowly started to rise. The sky turned a clear blue.
天空转为清澈的蓝色。
The sky turned a clear blue. The sky turned a clear blue. The layers of the canyon became more defined.
峡谷的层次变得更加清晰。
The layers of the canyon became more defined. The layers of the canyon became more defined. The colors grew more vivid.
色彩变得更加鲜明。
The colors grew more vivid. The colors grew more vivid. I took a deep breath.
我深吸了一口气。
I took a deep breath. I took a deep breath. The air felt incredibly fresh.
空气感觉非常清新。
The air felt incredibly fresh. The air felt incredibly fresh. We started walking along the trail.
我们开始沿着步道走。
We started walking along the trail. We started walking along the trail. The path was smooth and steady.
小径平稳顺畅。
The path was smooth and steady. The path was smooth and steady. There were other visitors on the trail.
步道上还有其他游客。
There were other visitors on the trail. There were other visitors on the trail. Some were jogging.
有些人在慢跑。
Some were jogging. Some were jogging. Some were taking pictures.
有些人在拍照。
Some were taking pictures. Some were taking pictures. Some were just standing there quietly.
有些人只是静静站着。
Some were just standing there quietly. Some were just standing there quietly. We didn't walk fast.
我们没有走得很快。
We didn't walk fast. We didn't walk fast. We took our time enjoying the view.
我们慢慢欣赏风景。
We took our time enjoying the view. We took our time enjoying the view. I stopped every now and then.
我不时停下来。
I stopped every now and then. I stopped every now and then. I didn't want to miss a single angle.
我不想错过任何一个角度。
I didn't want to miss a single angle. I didn't want to miss a single angle. I noticed the rock formations in the distance.
我注意到远方的岩石地形。
I noticed the rock formations in the distance. I noticed the rock formations in the distance. Their shapes were unique.
它们的形状很独特。
Their shapes were unique. Their shapes were unique. The sunlight hit the cliffs.
阳光照在悬崖上。
The sunlight hit the cliffs. The sunlight hit the cliffs. The shadows were sharp and clear.
阴影分明而清晰。
The shadows were sharp and clear. The shadows were sharp and clear. The layered terrain.
层层堆叠的地形。
The layered terrain. The layered terrain. Looked like a painting.
看起来像一幅画。
Looked like a painting. Looked like a painting. I felt completely amazed.
我感到无比惊叹。
I felt completely amazed. I felt completely amazed. My family kept expressing their admiration.
家人不停表达他们的赞叹。
My family kept expressing their admiration. My family kept expressing their admiration. We helped each other take group photos.
我们互相帮忙拍合照。
We helped each other take group photos. We helped each other take group photos. Everyone was smiling.
每个人都在微笑。
Everyone was smiling. Everyone was smiling. After walking for a while.
走了一段时间后。
After walking for a while. After walking for a while. We started to feel a little tired.
我们开始有点累了。
We started to feel a little tired. We started to feel a little tired. We found a scenic overlook.
我们找到一个景观眺望点。
We found a scenic overlook. We found a scenic overlook. There were benches there.
那里有长椅。
There were benches there. There were benches there. We sat down to rest.
我们坐下来休息。
We sat down to rest. We sat down to rest. I took out some drinks.
我拿出一些饮料。
I took out some drinks. I took out some drinks. We shared them.
我们一起分享。
We shared them. We shared them. I also took out the bread.
我也拿出了面包。
I also took out the bread. I also took out the bread. We had a quick bite.
我们简单吃了点东西。
We had a quick bite. We had a quick bite. We refueled a little.
我们稍微补充一下体力。
We refueled a little. We refueled a little. After resting.
休息之后。
After resting. After resting. We kept going.
我们继续前进。
We kept going. We kept going. The trail became a bit steeper.
步道变得有点更陡。
The trail became a bit steeper. The trail became a bit steeper. I walked more carefully.
我走得更加小心。
I walked more carefully. I walked more carefully. My family reminded me to watch my step.
家人提醒我要注意脚步。
My family reminded me to watch my step. My family reminded me to watch my step. I held on to the railing.
我抓着栏杆。
I held on to the railing. I held on to the railing. The wind picked up.
风变大了。
The wind picked up. The wind picked up. My hat almost blew away.
我的帽子差点被吹走。
My hat almost blew away. My hat almost blew away. I quickly grabbed it.
我赶紧抓住它。
I quickly grabbed it. I quickly grabbed it. Everyone laughed.
大家都笑了。
Everyone laughed. Everyone laughed. We reached another overlook.
我们到达另一个观景点。
We reached another overlook. We reached another overlook. There were fewer people there.
那里的人比较少。
There were fewer people there. There were fewer people there. The view was wide open.
视野非常开阔。
The view was wide open. The view was wide open. The entire canyon stretched out before us.
整个峡谷在我们眼前展开。
The entire canyon stretched out before us. The entire canyon stretched out before us. There was a river in the distance.
远方有一条河流。
There was a river in the distance. There was a river in the distance. It was the Colorado River.
那是科罗拉多河。
It was the Colorado River. It was the Colorado River. From where we stood, it looked very thin.
从我们站的地方看起来，它非常细。
From where we stood, it looked very thin. From where we stood, it looked very thin. It looked like a thread.
看起来像一条线。
It looked like a thread. It looked like a thread. I thought it was incredible.
我觉得非常不可思议。
I thought it was incredible. I thought it was incredible. Nature is truly powerful.
大自然真的很强大。
Nature is truly powerful. Nature is truly powerful. We stayed there for a while.
我们在那里待了一会儿。
We stayed there for a while. We stayed there for a while. I quietly stared into the distance.
我静静地望向远方。
I quietly stared into the distance. I quietly stared into the distance. My mind felt clear.
我的思绪感到清晰。
My mind felt clear. My mind felt clear. My usual stress faded away.
我平常的压力消散了。
My usual stress faded away. My usual stress faded away. I felt really good.
我感觉非常好。
I felt really good. I felt really good. My family said the trip was worth it.
家人说这趟旅行很值得。
My family said the trip was worth it. My family said the trip was worth it. I nodded in agreement.
我点头表示同意。
I nodded in agreement. I nodded in agreement. We took a lot of pictures.
我们拍了很多照片。
We took a lot of pictures. We took a lot of pictures. We recorded a few more videos.
我们又录了一些影片。
We recorded a few more videos. We recorded a few more videos. We wanted to keep the memories.
我们想保留这些回忆。
We wanted to keep the memories. We wanted to keep the memories. Around noon.
大约中午时分。
Around noon. Around noon. The sun grew stronger.
太阳变得更强烈。
The sun grew stronger. The sun grew stronger. The temperature started to rise.
气温开始上升。
The temperature started to rise. The temperature started to rise. We looked for some shade.
我们找一些阴凉处。
We looked for some shade. We looked for some shade. I used a tissue to wipe the sweat from my face.
我用面纸擦掉脸上的汗。
I used a tissue to wipe the sweat from my face. I used a tissue to wipe the sweat from my face. Everyone felt a little thirsty.
每个人都有点口渴。
Everyone felt a little thirsty. Everyone felt a little thirsty. We finished the rest of our drinks.
我们喝完剩下的饮料。
We finished the rest of our drinks. We finished the rest of our drinks. I took out another bottle of water.
我又拿出一瓶水。
I took out another bottle of water. I took out another bottle of water. We took turns drinking it.
我们轮流喝。
We took turns drinking it. We took turns drinking it. We made sure to stay hydrated.
我们确保保持水分充足。
We made sure to stay hydrated. We made sure to stay hydrated. It was lunchtime.
到了午餐时间。
It was lunchtime. It was lunchtime. We decided to find something to eat.
我们决定找东西吃。
We decided to find something to eat. We decided to find something to eat. There was a simple restaurant in the park.
公园里有一家简单的餐厅。
There was a simple restaurant in the park. There was a simple restaurant in the park. We stood in line.
我们排队。
We stood in line. We stood in line. It was a bit crowded.
有点拥挤。
It was a bit crowded. It was a bit crowded. We waited patiently.
我们耐心等待。
We waited patiently. We waited patiently. It was finally our turn.
终于轮到我们了。
It was finally our turn. It was finally our turn. We ordered a few simple meals.
我们点了几份简单的餐点。
We ordered a few simple meals. We ordered a few simple meals. We also ordered some hot soup.
我们也点了一些热汤。
We also ordered some hot soup. We also ordered some hot soup. We sat by the window.
我们坐在窗边。
We sat by the window. We sat by the window. We ate and chatted.
我们边吃边聊天。
We ate and chatted. We ate and chatted. Right outside the window was the canyon.
窗外就是峡谷。
Right outside the window was the canyon. Right outside the window was the canyon. The view was still stunning.
风景依然令人惊艳。
The view was still stunning. The view was still stunning. I felt truly happy.
我感到由衷的快乐。
I felt truly happy. I felt truly happy. My family smiled naturally.
家人自然地微笑着。
My family smiled naturally. My family smiled naturally. Lunch was satisfying.
午餐很满足。
Lunch was satisfying. Lunch was satisfying. Everyone got their energy back.
每个人都恢复了体力。
Everyone got their energy back. Everyone got their energy back. We talked about our afternoon plan.
我们讨论下午的计划。
We talked about our afternoon plan. We talked about our afternoon plan. We decided to try a different trail.
我们决定走不同的步道。
We decided to try a different trail. We decided to try a different trail. The afternoon trail was quieter.
下午的步道比较安静。
The afternoon trail was quieter. The afternoon trail was quieter. There were far fewer visitors.
游客少了很多。
There were far fewer visitors. There were far fewer visitors. We could hear the wind.
我们能听到风声。
We could hear the wind. We could hear the wind. We could also hear birds.
我们也能听到鸟叫声。
We could also hear birds. We could also hear birds. The atmosphere felt peaceful.
气氛感觉很平静。
The atmosphere felt peaceful. The atmosphere felt peaceful. We walked even slower.
我们走得更慢。
We walked even slower. We walked even slower. I took a few close-up shots.
我拍了几张近距离照片。
I took a few close-up shots. I took a few close-up shots. The rock patterns were very clear.
岩石的纹理非常清晰。
The rock patterns were very clear. The rock patterns were very clear. The colors were layered and distinct.
色彩层次分明。
The colors were layered and distinct. The colors were layered and distinct. Each layer seemed to tell a story.
每一层似乎都在诉说一个故事。
Each layer seemed to tell a story. Each layer seemed to tell a story. Halfway through.
走到一半时，
Halfway through. Halfway through. My backpack started to feel heavy.
我的背包开始感觉很重，
My backpack started to feel heavy. My backpack started to feel heavy. My family teased me for packing too much.
家人笑我带太多东西，
My family teased me for packing too much. My family teased me for packing too much. I laughed too.
我也笑了，
I laughed too. I laughed too. But I felt prepared.
但我觉得自己准备充分，
But I felt prepared. But I felt prepared. I knew I had everything I needed.
我知道我拥有所有需要的东西，
I knew I had everything I needed. I knew I had everything I needed. That gave me peace of mind.
这让我安心，
That gave me peace of mind. That gave me peace of mind. We walked a bit farther.
我们又往前走了一点，
We walked a bit farther. We walked a bit farther. Eventually, we made it back to the parking lot.
最后我们回到了停车场，
Eventually, we made it back to the parking lot. Eventually, we made it back to the parking lot. Everyone let out a sigh of relief.
每个人都松了一口气，
Everyone let out a sigh of relief. Everyone let out a sigh of relief. The afternoon sunlight softened.
下午的阳光变得柔和，
The afternoon sunlight softened. The afternoon sunlight softened. The sky began to turn orange.
天空开始转为橘色，
The sky began to turn orange. The sky began to turn orange. We decided to watch the sunset too.
我们决定也看日落，
We decided to watch the sunset too. We decided to watch the sunset too. We found a good spot.
我们找到一个好位置，
We found a good spot. We found a good spot. We sat beside a rock.
我们坐在一块岩石旁，
We sat beside a rock. We sat beside a rock. The sun slowly sank lower.
太阳慢慢下沉，
The sun slowly sank lower. The sun slowly sank lower. The sky turned shades of orange and red.
天空变成橘红色调。
The sky turned shades of orange and red. The sky turned shades of orange and red. The whole canyon glowed red.
整个峡谷泛着红光。
The whole canyon glowed red. The whole canyon glowed red. The view was breathtaking.
景色令人屏息。
The view was breathtaking. The view was breathtaking. Everyone grew quiet.
大家都安静下来。
Everyone grew quiet. Everyone grew quiet. The sun finally disappeared.
太阳终于消失了。
The sun finally disappeared. The sun finally disappeared. The sky slowly darkened.
天空慢慢变暗。
The sky slowly darkened. The sky slowly darkened. The temperature began to drop.
气温开始下降。
The temperature began to drop. The temperature began to drop. I put my jacket back on.
我把外套重新穿上。
I put my jacket back on. I put my jacket back on. My family added extra layers too.
家人也多穿了几层衣服。
My family added extra layers too. My family added extra layers too. We packed up our things.
我们收拾好东西。
We packed up our things. We packed up our things. We made sure nothing was left behind.
我们确保没有留下任何东西。
We made sure nothing was left behind. We made sure nothing was left behind. We took our trash with us.
我们把垃圾一起带走。
We took our trash with us. We took our trash with us. We kept the place clean.
我们保持环境整洁。
We kept the place clean. We kept the place clean. We slowly walked back to the car.
我们慢慢走回车上。
We slowly walked back to the car. We slowly walked back to the car. I put my backpack away.
我把背包放好。
I put my backpack away. I put my backpack away. Everyone got into the car.
大家都上了车。
Everyone got into the car. Everyone got into the car. I started the engine.
我发动引擎。
I started the engine. I started the engine. We headed home.
我们回家。
We headed home. We headed home. The night was dark.
夜晚很黑。
The night was dark. The night was dark. The road was quiet.
道路很安静。
The road was quiet. The road was quiet. The headlights lit up the way ahead.
车头灯照亮前方的道路。
The headlights lit up the way ahead. The headlights lit up the way ahead. Everyone was a little tired.
每个人都有点累。
Everyone was a little tired. Everyone was a little tired. But we felt happy.
但我们感到很开心。
But we felt happy. But we felt happy. Music was playing in the car.
车里播放着音乐。
Music was playing in the car. Music was playing in the car. My family talked about the views from today.
家人谈论着今天的景色。
My family talked about the views from today. My family talked about the views from today. We reminisced about the sunrise.
我们回忆着日出。
We reminisced about the sunrise. We reminisced about the sunrise. We also talked about the afternoon hike.
我们也谈到下午的健行。
We also talked about the afternoon hike. We also talked about the afternoon hike. Everyone had a favorite spot.
每个人都有自己最喜欢的地方。
Everyone had a favorite spot. Everyone had a favorite spot. I focused on driving.
我专心开车。
I focused on driving. I focused on driving. I joined the conversation now and then.
我偶尔加入他们的谈话。
I joined the conversation now and then. I joined the conversation now and then. There was constant laughter.
车里不断传出笑声。
There was constant laughter. There was constant laughter. The mood felt warm and cozy.
气氛温馨而舒适。
The mood felt warm and cozy. The mood felt warm and cozy. Time slowly passed.
时间慢慢流逝。
Time slowly passed. Time slowly passed. The city lights came into view.
城市的灯光映入眼帘。
The city lights came into view. The city lights came into view. We finally got home.
我们终于到家了。
We finally got home. We finally got home. I parked the car.
我把车停好。
I parked the car. I parked the car. We carried everything inside.
我们把所有东西搬进屋内。
We carried everything inside. We carried everything inside. I opened the front door.
我打开前门。
I opened the front door. I opened the front door. The familiar smell greeted us.
熟悉的气味迎接我们。
The familiar smell greeted us. The familiar smell greeted us. We set our backpacks down.
我们把背包放下。
We set our backpacks down. We set our backpacks down. We took off our jackets.
我们脱下外套。
We took off our jackets. We took off our jackets. We sat on the couch.
我们坐在沙发上。
We sat on the couch. We sat on the couch. We felt completely relaxed.
我们感到完全放松。
We felt completely relaxed. We felt completely relaxed. It was truly a fulfilling day.
那真是充实的一天。
It was truly a fulfilling day. It was truly a fulfilling day.